interesting choice here for KT Rolster, but into what they picked early, the Xayah Rakan, it feels very strong, and Ornn will be able to, you know, basically push this Senna ahead, and also then later on in the game,
the Rift for the first game. Well, I think I know the team that has a little bit more representation in today's match. Forever.
Not forever necessarily, but
for a while.
Until you stop caring about it. One day it'll happen, you'll be like, oh my god, they're not doing it anymore. But the more you think about it. Okay, level 6 is hit here for Morgan. He's got ult.
Yeah, Rascal's got the needlework though, so he's throwing them out towards Morgan, who has to flash.
Morgan does not have enough mana to use his ultimate, I don't think. That's why he has to flash here, and he might just die.
Yeah, Arya sees him, I believe, but isn't going to be able to claw over there.
And keeping Morgan...
It's going to have to be himself for the next little moment. That's some flashes. We are going to get the snare, as the ulti is going to be used, so they do get that button, and now just a massive dive towards Life, who is now dead.
Really bad. Don't enjoy it. So let's watch how this happened to start. Life actually all-ins onto Hannah. Yeah, and then just dies after he has no tools.
Yeah, so just didn't have information about the fact that Cuz just stabs Delight. And, you know, Delight does stick around for a little bit longer. Smoke Screen comes on through as that's a snare. Onto Umpty. Lava dashing on in, looking for aiming. The flash comes through, though, keeps the center alive. Good double knock-up. Frozen Tomb comes down, and they just explode Morgan. He has no opportunity to ult whatsoever.
Very well played here from Arya. Nicely timed ult, and Jing ZZ very powerful. And for Lava, if he has Everfrost, maybe you get that pick, actually. But he goes forward, and it's just simply flash. Cannot root anybody in place.
Yep. Delight also trying to get in there as Cuz off to the side. Henna has to Featherstorm now as everyone's just getting caught up by this needlework. My god, Rascal, that is just too much damage. The Stroll comes down and the minions conga line towards the inner turret, and KT will break two. He hasn't actually built that one yet.
It's time, Frederick Brion. Can you secure this Drake? I mean, they may lose the game over this. Charm's on cooldown. KT could just run at them.
Yeah, Arya can just claw over this wall, can be anywhere he wants to be. Certain flanking opportunities here as Life is just going to buy enough space. Gets a huge shield as well as Rascal's diving on into the middle of everyone as Delight's just going to get cut down where he stands. Dawning Shadow flies forward, and Rascal just seems to be able to do whatever the heck he wants. Look at this needlework tear them apart, but both of them have to go golden. Morgan does need to be respected. He pops the ulti and dives on forward. Aiming now over to the side. Little Sandra has been taken down though, and it's Morgan. He picks up a double, make it a triple. And they did not respect the KL, and KT pay the price.
Despite all those kills, Morgan still doesn't hit 16, so in the next fight he's going to be much more impactful.
Now the Elder has been started. Rascal spotted on the flank. KT back away. Umpty still has control of this dragon, who then gets angry at Cuz. No one really wants to take responsibility for this huge flying lizard. As Umpty does grab him one more time, Rascal steals away a red buff and now looks for that flank yet again. He's being pretty patient right now as Morgan doing a lot of damage off to the side. This is just going to be a 50-50, isn't it?
It really is.
That's just how it's supposed to go.
KT pulling it back.
Yeah, Rascal gets over the wall here as now we're going to look for the fight instead. The Ram is just going to go one direction and then fly back as Umpty had the ulti. Oh, the dragon was taken by KT. Now Henna's trying to kite this one out as Cuz dashing forward with the ult. Morgan is going to go golden, but he will then get eaten by the dragon, and KT will find themselves the team fight as Delight tries to go home.
And the teleport top, where the turret was set up earlier from Rascal, is going to be the path to the Nexus, the path to victory. KT Rolster patiently wait in that fight till the last possible moment. Charm is down. They pull the trigger when the Drake is low, and that's when Life actually tosses the ultimate out and they charge through. Very well played here from KT.
Ooh, nice knock up there onto Henna, who goes golden for a few moments before he inevitably is going to die. Both Nexus turrets going down pretty much at the same time. 4-1-1 here on the Gwen for Rascal, having a pretty good game here today. The Nexus goes down and KT will take...
Here, going to be fine. Okay, the Kog'Maw angle. The Kog'Maw angle. No. They did the not fun Lissandra, now they're going to do not fun Aphelios Atlas.
Yeah, I mean, we did sort of predict this one. So Aphelios comes out slightly buffed on this patch. Here's KT. Ooh, KT fans out in force as they make their way onto the Rift. It means that Lissandra is the only form of magic damage, and if they try and keep him down, then things will be okay. As Cuz moves on in, Claw is taken, Electrocute finally goes off, but Lava does flash to get himself out of the way of that one. Umpty going to find Cuz here, point blank range as well as the smoke screen goes down. Umpty trying to get on top of him as the dash comes out. Charm is going to miss as now Flash has to be used. Should be a 4v4, but you can see Morgan has the inside track. He's going to move down. And control is over on Fredaprion's side right now. There's the quickness as Cuz tries to dash away, but he's not quite able to. The Devour comes through onto the Viego as Delight still burning down. Cannon Barrage just to get him out of that choke point as Rascal finally sneaks around and Cuz will lock down the Rift Herald. Morgan gets a nice knock up though, but Cuz flashes out of the way. Life now just walking after them and gets the double knock up. Oh my God, KT, that was beautiful. And they'll pick up the eye as well.
Life robbed in game 1 of POG is making a case for it in game 2. Here is
Rascal is dead. Oh, okay. Eat some oranges as Life
so
will
close.
come in. Yeah, it was pretty close to the escape, but it wasn't quite there. And Rascal will be taken down. So one comes back.
One comes back, but they still walk away with the Eye of the Herald here. Cuz is going to be able to amplify one of these lanes with significant gold influx.
Yeah, the Circle of Frost was fantastic.
Yeah, and listen, just Life calling it. He's like, watch the front, play slow, and then he's like, good, good, good. That's what I'm talking about. When the barrage comes down, focus Ornn, focus Ornn. And then they're just talking about like push on the Ahri. And there you go. And then
money
Delight.
going to the Aphelios as well. Definitely good news for KT. There's the Moonlight Vigil. They take down the turret as well as Aiming's dashing forward, looking for Delight right now. Graviton comes on through. Life is just going to dive on top of them. And Cuz is almost dead as he's going to Heartbreaker away. So the Blade Caller definitely doing a fair bit of work there for Henna.
I mean, Henna has cleanse, so especially when we're talking about double mask Ahri.
Well, Cannon Barrage will come in here as Arya looking for an opportunity. He has to ult himself, though, to try and stay alive. Good Orb of Deception does get the damage after he comes out of it. Devour has to be used here as the Ram comes down. Life still at full health, flashes to get himself out of the way as Fredaprion trying to group up and make this fight happen as Rascal's still on the bottom side. KT disengage.
Double barrel.
Dealt with, yep. There's the barrel. Does a fair bit of damage to Delight there. Morgan shrugs it off pretty calmly. As Scryer's Bloom going to be utilized here by the Gangplank just to get news of exactly what's happening. Cannon Barrage wastes absolutely no time as the Charm connects, but he eats oranges, and he will be absolutely K as the Grand Entrance comes on down. Rascal will be taken out, and the Drake not actually taken just yet. Umpty going to go down relatively low as Cuz is diving on top of it. He secures the Drake in amongst all of the craziness as KT are fighting 4v5 and it's working out. Aiming is desperate to try and find some of these kills.
Yeah. Or not in this case, like rapid fire cannon kind of poke damage coming through. And here's going to be the Rift Herald charge, which will guarantee them prio.
Yeah, Shirley will be able to try and break open this turret. Fair bit of damage going down in AoE though, as you can see, as Arya, Everfrost there just to keep himself safe. Morgan wants to start off the fight. That will guarantee this turret as Cannon Barrage going to come through as well. They do break the barrel, which is actually huge. Henna going to go down though, and Aiming will pick up that kill. We've got the transformation, some frozen thralls, but Fredaprion do not have an AD carry. This should just be Soul.
It's going to be Soul easily here for KT Rolster, and a quick Soul at that. I mean, they basically got these Drakes on spawn. The game will be decided in 3 minutes, and if Fredaprion win it, that's not necessarily going to be over. Here we go, here's a chance.
Yeah, got a bit of a fight happening here as the Ram comes back. The bottom lane had just evaporated. That teleport is not really what you want, but the Frozen Tomb is going to be there. I just don't think that Ahri is going to be able to keep himself alive, and that is a double kill to Henna. This could just be Baron right now, and by could I mean is. All right, in he comes one more time. Morgan was stunned up, and now it's Fred Brion that have control of
Aria.
this break. Aria now with his sweeper is there. Cannon Barrage comes down. Not a whole lot of value from the call of the Forge God, and the Goldness comes out from Kaz. Knock up onto aiming, but they're not able to actually take him down. Viego is dead, though. The AoE into the backline is just massive, however. And now Aria's looking for more. Hannah off to the side. A double instantly with one barrel from Rascal. Make it a triple. And this game is over, ladies and gentlemen.
Very great and clean team fight. Slow and steady wins the race. The tortoise that is KT in this game to wait till the last possible second, force the teleport out of lava. Aria's got the flank angle. The ult is big from aiming, but it's the barrel value. Yeah, they are well and truly Exodia.
Oh yeah. This is they've hit the nuts. You know, they got all the cards that they needed. This particular game. As Moonlight Vigil comes down, and Umti almost just died. He does die.
There you go.
Barrage will come in. Hannah trying to get himself away, but now has no Feather Storm. And KT are just so strong with this multitude of different buffs. These Siege minions both firing against Nexus turrets as well. Fred Brion do manage to take them down, but Rascal is just flanking this Nexus right now. Aria decides he wants to kill Lava, who does go golden. Morgan looks for a knock-up, but Aria presses his Zonya's button, and both of the Nexus turrets go down so quickly. Delight can't really find a target. Rascal does press his stopwatch as now Kuz is looking to fight this one out. Lava not going to be able to save his Nexus, though, and it's a 2-0 for KT, who pick up their first win of the season. Yeah, Rascal really making it work towards the later stages of that game, and once again, GP reigns supreme over the Ornn. We've seen, you know, that stat came up onto your screen. Not able to get over that hump whatsoever is the Forge Lord himself. So yeah, it's just not really Morgan time at this point.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jason for the Aria interview translation, the solo POG on the side of KT Roaster. Congratulations! And it is the summer KT Roaster picking up their first win of the split. How do you feel? To start off, I think it's been a while since he got a win, so it feels awesome. And also I think that T1 match last week was pretty winnable, so it was a bummer that we were not able to close out the series, but still we were able to kind of come back after that loss and secure a victory today. I am really curious about the bottom lane comp. In game number 1, it was Senna Ornn, a very rare support pick on the bottom lane. Was that something you guys prepared together with the fasting Senna? I think looking at our comp, Ornn was doing a huge role, and also Life is really good at Ornn. And so many people are really amazed and impressed by KT Roaster's improved draft this season. Yeah, these days we try to focus on kind of lane matchup, and also we have a lot of conversation about the comp we want to play. And you were able to win back-to-back POG on Lissandra for 2 games in a row. I knew that people have high prio on Ari, but didn't expect that to be a first pick. And I kind of had a lot of ideas and information about that matchup, so playing against Ari was not a big deal for me. And you were the one opening team fights for the players on your team. Who set up all the plays? I think the laning phase went as I expected, and in the later phase, I think I was able to play the roles that Lissandra has to play, so it was alright. It was an okay performance. And we had a huge fight happening around the Herald, so let's take a look at this replay. Do you remember this? Well, actually, right after the game, I kind of forgot about it, and then watching this kind of brings back the memory. I thought this fight was pretty winnable, and then, you know, Kuz was able to steal the Herald as well, and then when actually Life was jumping in, I was able to see the perfect angle to follow up. Watching that play I was also screaming by your play. So it was pretty awesome, I want to say. So how are you feeling today? Were you on your best form, do you think? Well, we were actually giving up the Herald. We were looking for the fight, but luckily enough, we Cuz was able to steal that objective as well. So it was a very good start for KT Roaster in game number 2, but there was a huge fight where you guys dropped the ball. Were you guys worried about losing the game in the end? It was definitely our mistake, but as long as we keep doing what we have to do in that game, I thought we would be still able to close out the game. And I saw a huge smiles on the players' face after KT Roaster taking down the enemy Nexus. You guys stepped up so much after the end of the spring split, so could you kind of tell us what was the prep like? I mean, we were just like really having a lot of talks, you know, about the champions, about the games, and I guess this is a result of it. Your next opponent is Leaf Sandbox. Are you confident that you're going to start off a winning streak? Winning streak is really good, but I really hope that we can continue the momentum and the high spirit on our team. Then Aria, what is your personal goal of the split? I haven't set up any yet. I just want to become better than right now. And that's it. I just want to play better. Lastly, is there any message you would like to send to all the fans supporting KT Roaster? I mean, it's been like forever since I was able to hear fans in the venue, so it's just a huge joy for me. So I will keep working hard in order to play at my best form. And back to the analyst carpet space. Thank you.